All right, Gadgeteers. My voice isn't working too well today, so just a quick message here to give you an update. For those of you who are not in the know, I have a condition called dilated cardiomyopathy, which is a weakening of the heart muscle. It's, in my case, genetic. It formed when I was born and slowly gets worse as you grow up. Um, at this point now, I have to have what's called a left ventricle assist device installed. Back in 2009, when I was diagnosed, I had an internal cardiac device installed that paces my heart and will also shock me if the pacing is not able to get my heart out of that bad rhythm. I really like this device. It actually saved my bacon a couple days ago in the hospital, so I was really happy with that. So I was diagnosed in 2009, got my first ICD 2010. Now they're going to do the LVAD for short. And that LVAD is going to push forced blood up into my body and allow my heart to be assisted in the process of moving blood through the body. Sorry. Anyway, I sound terrible, but I feel fine. So the surgery is scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. So they say they can come as early as 4 a.m. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, or as late as 7 a.m. But the schedule for the surgery is at 7 a.m. So they think they will be way early because they got to put another series of lines in me and do some other things to get me ready for the big surgery. 1 second. All right. So I'm feeling really, really good. I'm feeling so good. If I felt this way at home, I would be like, wow, this is one of my best days ever. And the reason is they have me on some medicine here, right there. It's called 1 kilogram or 1 microgram of nitroprusside and Npride for short, I think it's called, or Nipride. Nipride, that's what it is. That stuff's amazing, but I can't take it home with me. So that's a bummer because if I could, believe me, I would. But no, it's only IV medicine. So the procedure could last 6 to 8 hours. I really don't know. I do know they're going to do two surgeries in one. The other surgery, they're going to do what's called an ablation of my heart, which basically means there's some scar tissue that's formed, and it's created a pathway for a short circuit in the heart so that the muscle doesn't pump uniformly. My experience has been with my brother who had the same disease. Sheesh. It has the same disease. They don't really work. They're not all that successful very often, but it's important to try. I've got to try. And it's compared to getting your chest cracked open and all that stuff for the LVAD, the ablation is very non-invasive, and they're going to have the heart wide open, so why not do it the right way the one time and hope for the best? I'm pretty excited about getting it done now. I was nervous before, but now I'm really excited. I've talked to at least 100 or 200 staff members now, and each one had a different part of the process, from pre-surgery to post-surgery to physical fitness, occupational therapy, all that stuff. And they really know what they're talking about. Sorry. I would pause it, but you know how it is with Apple equipment. You can't pause your recording. Anyway, the whole thing is kind of bittersweet for me, though, because in 2012, my brother, who was 10 years older than me, passed away from complications with his LVAD. So that's on my mind, but what makes it worse is that his birthday is today, March 31st, would have been today. So I try not to think a lot about it, and I try to keep in mind that, physically we were two different people and had two different cases, and I'm getting a more advanced machine, and it's the only choice I've got. I have to do it. So the other thing is, nobody can come up and see me ever at all. My wife is the one exception. She's going to get 1 hour with me. She should be here in about 15 minutes. And this is the killer. Take a wild guess when her birthday is. Just. That's right. April 1st. April 1st. So, not only can she not be up here for the surgery, but it's April Fool's Day. So, strange. No, I'm really getting the LVAD. But it's hard for her because it'll be her birthday. It's hard for me because of my brother and the fact that it's her birthday. And all through this, I've been staying in contact with my family, and my biggest thoughts are I'm worried about my family because my son's work. My oldest son has been able to stay home from his job. My second son will be able to do that, but my third son cannot. He works in a pharmacy, and I'm the most concerned about him. My sister and brother-in-law, they basically do not have to work, and I believe they get paid because they work for a government agency. So, I don't know. I'm more worried about my family than I am me, and I think that has distracted me somewhat from this whole thing. Um, and that really helps me. I hate to say it, it sounds terrible, but being worried about my family helps me not worry about my surgery. Anyway, I've gotten some really good training here, so I'm prepared for the surgery, and I'm ready to get back home with the device and start a new chapter in life and do some pretty cool stuff. To family, to friends, to my friends on YouTube, I want to say thank you and I love you all for the support. There are many of my family who have been kept in the loop, like my Aunt Kay, my Aunt Janet, my sister-in-law Kathy. All those people are in my thoughts as well because they're suffering from the coronavirus too. They don't have it, but you know, it concerns me as well. All these friends on YouTube that I've had, David Grishko, he was there from video one. Always left comments. He checked in with me last week, a couple days ago, and it's just awesome. Another one, Stephanie Luster. I hope you guys don't mind me saying your names. Uh, did I say Stephanie? He's gonna kill me. Stacy Luster. Stacy. Stacy, forgive me, please. If you're watching this, please do not hate on me. Anyway, Stacy's been there since the beginning, commenting. We've had lots of discussions back and forth, in the comments, and that's been really fun. Depending on what happens with coronavirus, if it was normal, I would ask my surgeon if I could go back to work in September and teach a class. So I'm going to think about doing that and see if I'm able to do it. I may have to do an online class for my students if that's still the case, but I'd do it if I'm allowed to do it. So anyway, thank you all. Love y'all. And I should say, give me a couple of days to start recovering from surgery. If there's complications, I'll have somebody get on and post and let you know, if things aren't progressing as normal. But do not be worried if you don't hear from me for 3 or 4 days. That's the hump, okay? That's the hard part everybody's told me to get over. And then after that, it starts going downhill a little bit easier. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. Love you, and I'll see you soon.